Very personal question. Need a boost in the bedroom? If so, you're not alone. Sexual enhancement drugs are a multi-billion-dollar business in the U.S. Tonight, we're going on an adventure in the dense rainforest of Malaysia, where a miracle cure may be hiding. Now U.S. companies want it badly. They have to find it first. Here's ABC's Gloria Riviera.
We are deep in the Malaysian rainforest on a quest to find what may be nature's most potent aphrodisiac, called Tongkat Ali, unofficially dubbed nature's Viagra. Our guide, Chris Killen, an American who professionally refers to himself as the medicine hunter.
You take people who have low libido, you give them Tongkat Ali, it's Chinese New Year's fireworks in their pants, it works.
Viagra helps guys with ED.
And it could be a game changer in the U.S., a nation whose obsession with sexual enhancement is driving a multi-billion-dollar business.
That bark's different,
Okay.
That bark's different.
That is, if we actually manage to find it in dense, impossibly hilly terrain, crawling with venomous predators.
Bamboo vipers, parrot snake. One drop of blue-headed crate venom could kill all of us plus all our relatives. I want to know about these.
Chris is one of the herbal industry's hired guns.
What do you do with it? Slimming?
He scours the globe investigating natural remedies.
He's racing around like a kid opening presents.
That promise to make us younger, stronger, and sexier.
Right now it's about $100 billion a year globally. This is a big, big business.
And he's staking his reputation on Tongkat Ali, an herb already successful in Malaysia.
Chocolate's a really good medium for Tongkat Ali.
That most Americans have never heard of.
Probably the single most highly prized plant medicine in this country.
But Chris wants to make Tongkat Ali a household name. And he's convinced NatureX, one of the herbal industry's biggest players, that they'll make millions if they back his plan. Chris needs to find a steady source that can sustain American demand.
Television star.
Our secret weapon, a chain-smoking local tribesman named Lakeem, who knows the turf.
Is there a plan? What's the plan?
Yeah.
Let's go up and look for it. Just go up and look for it. That is the plan. He's so fast. Lakeem still hasn't seen any big Tongkat Ali, but he says he thinks we'll find it.
Finally, over an hour and a half into our brutal hike, Hater.
Hey, Lakeem, is this it? Oh my God!
This one right
we found
here.
one. Whoa!
Finding it is only half the battle.
This is going to be so hard to get out.
It's the root of the Tongkat Ali tree, not the bark or the leaves, that has medicinal value. That so-called natural Viagra component.
And this has to happen every time you harvest Tongkat Ali?
Every single time.
Wild Tongkat Ali is prized for its potency. And believe it or not, nobody's figured out how to successfully farm it. Which worries Chris, because there may not be enough wild Tongkat Ali trees to satisfy a mass market in the U.S.
Are we damaging the wild supply? Are we harvesting just enough that it's sustainable?
Whoa! 6 grown men trying to get this thing out of here, and it's not moving.
2 hours and a lot of creative MacGyvering later,
Wow.
they unearth a monster haul.
Big monster-ass root to pull out of the forest when you're 3 feet tall.
That is insane.
That's nuts.
This route will net him a grand total of $25 US.
Lakeem is smiling because he knows this is good stuff.
It may seem crazy, all that work for only one route, but Chris thinks with local partners and enough guys like Lakeem, his plan to make Tongkat Ali a blockbuster herb in the U.S. might actually work. Back at Lakeem's house, we toast our success with a traditional brew that he claims builds endurance for his daily grind. Better sex is just a side benefit.
Lakeem, this may seem crazy to you, but a lot of Americans may soon be taking Tongkat Ali for sex. Do you think that's crazy?
It says okay, but you have to drink it very often.
You have to drink a lot.
Oh, and by the way, Lakeem is 40 years old, and he's the father of 9 children.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Ah! It's bitter.
Okay, so now I know it tastes gross, but how does it work?
Improves muscle strength and endurance. Like how many kilos do you get in terms of the roots from these?
This scientist working for MIT and the Malaysian government has studied the effects.
It increases the male hormone level, testosterone.
The male hormone level.
And says taking Tongkat Ali can actually boost low testosterone and sperm count.
There are lots of different ways to get at sexual function, but certainly boosting testosterone is one of them.
And Chris says, unlike most sexual enhancers, this one helps women too. Up to 1 in 3 American women suffer with low sexual desire.
After having my first child, I didn't want to have sex.
But 34-year-old Alyssa Roberts is one of the few that actually managed to get her hands on Tongkat Ali.
Within 5 days, my husband noticed something was different. I had more desire for him.
The science is shaky, but we did find several studies, some of them industry-sponsored, that support the claims.
Is it really an alternative to Viagra?
Will it work as quickly? No. But it also won't cause, potentially heart attack, stroke, potential deafness or blindness.
Now, let's be clear. Tongkat Ali does not treat erectile dysfunction, so it's not a replacement for drugs like Viagra. But herbs have their own set of risks. Critics complain that FDA oversight of the entire industry is far too lenient.
Should herbal supplements, do you think, be regulated the same way drugs are by the FDA?
Herbal supplements are not drugs, so they should not be regulated like drugs. Here you have ginger, from India. We get green coffee from Africa.
Chris's boss, David Ivergniaux, is sales director for NatureX, the largest botanical extract manufacturer in North America, selling processed herbs to most major brands. He says more robust regulation would drive costs too high.
Yes,
so this is how it comes in, absolutely raw.
Yes.
And though they have trusted quality control standards, historically herbal manufacturers are notorious for cutting corners.
There are some bad apples. It does not represent the industry.
The real question is, who are the companies who are making good products? Who are the ones doing it right? Who are the ones who are just making a fast buck and putting out garbage?
Nice and fresh. Very high quality Tongkat Ali chips.
After Chris's expedition, NatureX finally decided to roll the dice on Tongkat Ali.
It's a natural, easy, and affordable way to regain your manhood, in a way.
Regain your manhood.
Regain your manhood, right.
Or womanhood, because even an herbal evangelist like Alyssa won't have to search very far to reclaim her mojo in the bedroom and beyond.
Our sex life is great now. For every ailment, there is a herb, and people are starting to pay attention.
This is where the medicine hunter earns his cred.
For Nightline, Gloria Riviera, Malaysia.